Man, I have got some really cool things to share with everybody today. I finally had a huge breakthrough on these PIP inverters, and that is with this little computer here. This is called a Raspberry Pi. Now, for those of us that are techie geeks, we know what a Raspberry Pi is, but it's basically just a small Linux-based computer. I've got a USB cable plugged into that goes up to my inverter. This is my test inverter, but you can see I've got it plugged in there, and then the power cable, and then it hooks up to my Wi-Fi, and then it sends out through my network connection. I've got up here, this is the battery voltage, this is how much power I'm using, this is how much, that's how many watts that I'm making from the panels, and that's how much charge is going to the batteries, this bottom one. So you can see that the sun kind of went behind the clouds here and the voltage started dropping. And the same thing here, the amperage or the watts that we were producing went down. Now that the sun's coming back out, it's all kind of spiking back up again. And then it also talks to this little guy, because this one over here is actually more for history. It updates every 5 seconds, so each point on each graph is 5 seconds. It goes back for a total of 15 minutes. Then I've got this guy. I get this information even downtown. Let me turn these lights off so maybe it doesn't glare so much. But anyway, this is the battery voltage, power consumption, how much power we're producing, the array voltage, the battery charge current that's going into the batteries, and then the temperature of the inverter itself. I can get all this information anywhere in the world now, because thanks to my little Raspberry Pi and the little MQTT server program I've got running on it, and I transmit everything from this to a server that Chris and James were nice enough to loan me out on the cloud, because they own this internet hosting company. But anyway, they gave me this virtual machine out there, and I'm using that virtual machine to send my data from my Pi to it, and then from it to any other computer anywhere in the world, so that I can see all this information that comes in. So anyway, this is really awesome, all this stuff that I've got going on here. I've been really excited about this. This is something that I've been working on for the last year anyway, and I've been working on it diligently for about the last month. I'm really excited about this. Now, one other thing that I want to talk about right quick is in the next probably 4 months, there's like a dozen people coming here that are going to be building and all of this, and I kind of get the impression there's a lot of people that have these preconceived notions that as soon as they hit the ground, I'm going to run over there and help them build a house, and we're all going to be la-di-da and a happy family, which would be wonderful. But right now, I'm already helping a dozen people with different things, and I can't keep up with everything, and I'm overwhelmed. So when you get here, don't expect me to directly help. I'll be happy to share ideas, look at things, give you some pointers, hook you up with people that can help you. You know, there's people that are pretty reasonably priced out here I can hook you up with. So any kind of whether it's construction or land clearing, that kind of stuff, I can hook you up with people if you need to know. Just don't really expect me to jump in there like you saw in these earlier videos. It's just too much going on, and I can't handle it all anymore. I apologize for that. But it got to the point that there were some mornings I just couldn't even hardly drag myself out of the house to do any work. So just bear with me on that. I'll help where I can, but the actual physical help that I offer people anymore is pretty much just plumbing and electrical with the solar, that kind of thing. I'm happy to help in those areas. But anyway, this video is about Sylvia getting her internet today, and we're so thrilled for her, because now she's able to find entertainment, pay her bills, and she doesn't have to drive all the way to down to take care of things that she used to do that now she can do online. And I really want to thank James, because he helped get us with some people that kind of had or at least some ideas, Hawaiian Telecom, to get them to hook her up. She qualified for the discount because of several different factors that she's got in her favor. I think that she's really happy with it. And also I want to thank Ray, because he's helped her out financially with some of this stuff. And, you know, this is just one of those things that people came together and helped a person that we all love out here. She's a little crusty, but, you know, we love her. And I hope you enjoy this video of her getting her internet.
We can go as far as like a couple thousand feet.
But the next terminal's the second pole down?
Yeah.
Okay.
You let me go some more? You get them.
I found them in. I get them.
Okay.
That looks nice, brother.
Thanks, bro. Good.
Yeah, that'll hold them.
Basically, I'm installing fiber optics. I'm I'm putting on the NID right now. This is basically where we come if you're not home or anything, so we can test if the light's coming through.
Okay.
So you know the background on fiber optics and all that?
Yeah, I used to work for telecommunications companies.
Why don't you work for us?
I did OC48s back in the day.
Why don't you work for us then?
No, I'm retired, dude. I'm done with all that. Happily retired.
Dang, we could use the help. Not that. That's no lie. So basically, yeah, this is pretty much where we're gonna stop if anything really dies on you.
Yeah.
And then we step in. If it's not our equipment, we're just gonna.
Right. Okay. So you, in the NID that you're installing here, that's where the actual splice happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's one out here, and then there will be one in the jack, so on the opposite side of the wall.
Okay. If it gets to raining too much, I'm gonna have to quit recording.
So what's your YouTube channel about?
It's about living off grid.
It's kind of a primitive way of doing it. There is a tool.
Hey, I'm all for whatever works, brother. I don't hold anything against anybody that's doing something that works.
Yeah.
All these pieces that you got here.
So basically, this is the drop. This is the heavy duty kind of wire that is capable for more of the outside weather. So I split it open. This is the bone. Keeps it from flexing too much. Because really,
so those are just fiberglass rods.
basically.
Yeah. Almost like a fishing pole.
Yep. It's actually exactly like a fishing pole.
And then your fiber's in that last piece of jacket there.
Yep. So this jacket, there's another piece after this jacket. Really only protects from like light scratches.
Right. Yeah, because I know the fiber in there's like a hair, man.
Yeah, you see that blue?
Yeah.
So the fiber's in that blue sheath.
Right. And it brings back some memories.
Goes in there like that. It's the worst time to have a bad cutter though.
Alright, so that's got the outer sheaths taken off.
Yep. So there's like a light coat of like resin over it. I don't actually know what it is.
Yeah, that jelly stuff that's real sticky.
It's always in the underground stuff
yeah,
too. Yeah.
I remember that real well.
If you don't look at it. So basically.
And that's not even the fiber. That's just
that's
the
not
sleeve
fiber
over
yet.
the fiber.
Yeah.
I don't even think that this phone would pick up the fiber.
We'll see. Let's see. Or maybe I can put this thing over it after that. Or maybe you can. Let's see if you can see it. Nope. Still can't see it.
So where the blue ends, you can see the fiber past that.
And then we'll wipe all that.
It's hard to really see, but it's about the size of a hair.
Kind of good, I guess I left it on there because that's probably harder to see.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, that's done. I don't know if I should be telling you this, but this is a cleaver. This blade is actually platinum.
That's why you shouldn't be telling me that.
But it does.
So that gives it a nice straight cut.
Exactly, yeah. So, because, yeah, if it's like all glass, like if you cut it bluntly, it's just going to fracture. Then the light's not going to come through correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Does it do like a sawing motion or?
No, it's just one time.
Just like that.
Yeah. And then it leaves the Leaves that guy just stayed there.
Yeah, I can't focus up
Dang.
on it that close. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the fiber head.
All right.
Oh.
So is that where the splice actually occurs?
It's going in.
Okay.
Yeah. So I set that in. Yeah, it's super basic.
So it does all the aligning and everything. So
Yeah.
you don't really have to use the microscope and all that business anymore.
No. It literally just crimps in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So if they did their...
Now, is that an ST connector?
I don't...
Or SC connector? It looks like a SC.
APC SM?
Yeah, SC. Yeah, connector
Oh,
SC.
okay.
Yeah.
So if they did their side, I should have mine. Yep. Okay, so the numbers.
14 minus 14 dB. That's pretty good.
So we always, I don't know what you guys are trained at, but I was always told anything under 18 dB, you're fine.
Yep.
But it'll still work under 25 dB.
Right.
Okay. You guys got told the same thing.
Yeah.
Can't tell you how many times I went to a job and it was like, oh, under 25, still working.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So she's got a good fiber connection here then.
Yep. Should be good. This is boring stuff again.
Okay.
So when you build the wall, basically, just like the Ned.
Okay.
Screw it in
So
like a jack. Yeah.
and then this splices in, so it can't really be taken apart.
So what I could do is put a hole through here, run the longer one, and it'll guaranteed reach to the table.
That'd be fine.
And then when you put the wall up, you can just...
Oh, okay. So this has the ST connector or
pre-made
SC
bed.
connectors on it, so they just plug in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I know how to work those.
So this is the ONT.
And what does that stand for?
Good question.
All right.
Let's see if we can find it.
Where's that gonna go though?
It goes down on the wall.
Yeah.
Permanently.
We can take it off and reattach it whenever we're putting your wall covering up.
It's probably on this paper somewhere.
That's all right. It's not a big deal. We're just wanting to find out what LNT stands for.
ONT.
ONT, yeah.
OMP.
ONT.
O-N?
Oscar November Tango.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Power supply.
Release notification.
I did radio communication for Marines, so. Okay, we'll put that
Now, is that also the router?
so it's technically gonna act like a modem,
Uh-huh.
because really the router that I'm gonna give you, even though it's called a modem router, this is gonna convert it back to copper.
Gotcha. So it's got Ethernet coming out
Yeah,
then.
so that's the Ethernet port.
Yep.
Voice port. If you got pots.
Right.
She got pots?
No.
Okay. And then the fiber comes through this one.
She'll do VoIP.
Oh, okay, perfect. VoIP is way better anyway.
Yeah, that comes kind of standard with her Verizon service. And what's your name?
Kai.
Kai, okay. Well, I met Kevin and Christian the other day.
We might have to. Is that okay if it's moved over here? Oh, she's gonna need another outlet, brother.
Just unplug the light for now. It's all right. I'll get her a multi-tap. And we got power.
So now that I got everything connected, and stop looking at ESPN.
Do you need an Ethernet cable to hook them together?
Yeah, I got one right here.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. So, in my facilities, there's a code that I have to punch into this guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There it is.
So you talk to the little guy through Bluetooth, or does it have a Wi-Fi signal or something?
So when it first boots up, there's like a time limit.
Uh-huh.
Dial tone will pop up.
Oh, so you actually dial something into it too. That's kind of cool, though. I like that.
Yeah. So nobody can really actually change it unless
Right.
they know your facilities. So this is our battery to the voltage,
Okay.
just like a regular phone.
Oh, so it's 48 volts, just like
Yep.
right out of a CO.
Yep.
Cool.
And so I wait for the dial tone.
There it is.
Then I hit the code. Oh. I probably already messed up because the fiber's still in. We'll see though.
Sounded like he's happy with that.
Yep.
All right.
So the fiber light's not on yet, but it'll start blinking, looking for the fiber, and then it'll light up.
Okay.
So that's all we're waiting for now.
So we're gonna.
Yeah, hang on with that. Hang on with that.
I gotta get this guy.
White folks here too.
Because if I'm recording,
They're just as stupid, if not more.
if I'm recording or recording on it,
Yeah, it's recording.
okay. So yeah, so that light is the LAN light.
Okay.
So that'll connect to this. And then, as you can see, it's still red. So
Yeah.
once they start syncing up together, that'll turn green.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll probably happen here pretty quick. It takes a minute.
Yeah, because some of these aren't updated.
Oh, so it has to download
They
firmware
do
or
a
something?
firmware, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so sometimes, but we'll see. We'll see if we get
Cool.
lucky.
This is awesome.
Oh, what? The thing's even behind time?
Yep.
Well, on stuff like this, I mean, it can be a month old and be outdated.
Yeah.
So they're constantly developing new software to improve them and make them work better.
No, actually, they bought this stuff a long
green.
time ago when they thought
green?
everybody was going to get internet.
Oh, we're good.
I'm